How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the LAIR, and today I'm playing some more ranked historic, revisiting some vampires. I love the vampires so much back in Ixalan and Rivals of Ixalan sets. But anyways, I call this the Ebon Legion. So the main idea behind the deck is ping damage using Knight's Charge and where is it? Sanctum Seeker. But anyways, we'll get into that in just a second. I'm just going to go over all the cards first, and then we'll go over why I put them in there, and we'll get into it. So starting off on as the one drops, we have Knight of the Ebon Legion, 4 copies, 1 swamp, 1/2. For 2 colorless in the swamp, Knight of the Ebon Legion gets +3/+3 and gains Death Touch until the end of turn. And then at the beginning of your end step, if a player lost 4 or more life this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Knight of the Ebon Legion. Running 4 copies of Paladin of Atonement for 1 colorless, 1 plains, 1/1. At the beginning of each upkeep, if you lost life last turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Paladin of Atonement, and when Paladin of Atonement dies, you gain life equal to its toughness. I have Legion Lieutenant for 4 copies, 1 plains, 1 swamp, 2/2. Other vampires you control get +1/+1. Everything in the deck is a vampire. 4 copies of Heliod Suncrowned, 2 colorless, 1 plains, 5/5, indestructible. As long as your devotion to white is less than 5, Heliod isn't a creature, and whenever you gain life, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control, and then we can pay 1 and a plains, and another target creature gains lifelink until the end of the turn. 4 copies of Sorin Imperious Bloodlord for 2 colorless and 1 swamp. He comes in with 4 loyalty. His +1 says, target creature you control gains Death Touch and Lifelink until the end of the turn. If it's a vampire, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. All of our creatures are vampires, so we get the full benefit of that. The other +1 says, you may sacrifice a vampire, and when you do, Sorin Imperious Bloodlord deals 3 damage to any target, and you gain 3 life. And then we have -3, you may put a vampire creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. And then here comes the spice. We got 3 copies of Knight's Charge, one colorless, 1 plains, 1 swamp, enchantment. Whenever a knight you control attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. And then we can pay 6 and a plains and a swamp and sacrifice Knight's Charge and return all knight creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. And guess what? Every single creature of this deck is a knight. Moving on to the 4 drops, I've got 3 copies of Sanctum Seeker for 2 colorless and 2 swamp, 3/4. Whenever a vampire you control attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. And since everything in the deck's a vampire, you know, you see where this is going. We got 2 copies of Lenda the Dusk Rose, 2 colorless, 1 plains, 1 swamp, 1/1, lifelink. Whenever another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Lenda the Dusk Rose, and when Lenda dies, create X/1/1 white vampire creature tokens with lifelink, where X is Lenda's power. And 3 copies of Sorin Vengeful Bloodlord, 2 colorless, 1 plains, 1 swamp, 4 loyalty, and his static says, as long as it's your turn, creatures you and planeswalkers you control have lifelink. And then +2 ability, Sorin Vengeful Bloodlord deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. And then his -X ability says, return target creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield, and that creature is a vampire in addition to its other types. So he'll help us recur some of our early threats that get picked off. And then also gives all of our attacking lifelink. Then at the top end we have 4 copies of Champion of Dusk, which is 3 colorless and 2 swamp, 4/4. When Champion of Dusk enters the battlefield, you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of vampires you control. And then 1 copy of Vana, Butcher of Magan, 3 colorless, 1 plains, 1 swamp, 4/4, Vigilance, lifelink, and we can tap her and pay 7 life, destroy target non-land permanent, activate this ability only during your turn. Okay, so the idea is every time we attack, hopefully we have a Knight's Charge on the board. We're getting ping damage for that. If we have a Heliod, that's where things really get nuts. And then also the high-end Sanctum Seeker, so we're getting a bunch of ping damage just from attacking, adding counters, Death Touch, lifelink, and then Heliod, we can just keep stacking counters, stacking counters, stacking counters. We do have enough white permanence where he can also become a creature, which is nice. We can give him lifelink and Death Touch. He won't get a counter, but you know, lifelink, Death Touch, indestructible, 5/5 is pretty good for me. And then yeah, we can just keep recurring threats. And then Knight's Charge, we get the added benefit because all of our creatures are knights. We can sacrifice and bring them all back if we absolutely need to. The deck, I did some play testing earlier, and the deck has been doing pretty good. Let's get into the lands. I'm running 6 Plain, 6 Swamp, 4 Godless Shrine, 4 Isolated Chapel, 4 Temple of Silence, and the deck is 3.1 converted mana cost, running 24 lands here, 26 creatures. All of them are knights. Where is it? Except for Heliod. But let's jump into some games and see how we do. And we will be playing Historic Ranked. I'm going to go ahead and say it at the beginning of the video because my streams have been getting cut off. I think it's a Twitch server problem, but anyways, thanks for stopping by, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe. It's free and it helps me out, the channel out so much. Yeah, that's all I had to say. Thanks for watching. We got a 3-lander here. We've got a Legion Lieutenant. Seems a little slow, but I guess we'll keep this. Can't really turn down a 3-lander. And our Godless Shrine tapped. And we're also playing Orzhov so far. Could be playing a new match then. Right off the bat, huh? Alright, well. Esper.
Nightmares are the palette for my greatest. Human, behold.
Well,
Your final. My dreams dissipate like smoke.
one off from board wipe. See a pass down. Recognize remorse. Better get it in one more time, man.
You returned. I lost my appetite.
Okay. We're going in here. Get some counter action going. I'm gonna stack a Lend up here because I think we got a board wipe coming. Opponent got a very nice chunk of our library. I'm glad we got our one Alenda, we got our Heliod, we got our Lieutenant's Hostage Taker. Well, still coming in. Don't worry about that. Board wipe's fine with me because then he kills his own deputy and we'll get our Sanctum Seeker back. So I'm assuming he doesn't have... He could have Settle the Wreckage though. I love me some Settle the Wreckage. However, so we're going to go ahead and play out the... That's nice. And we just keep going in. So I put counter here. Put a counter here. I put 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone's out of risk here, so I think I just keep stacking on Vana. And we pulled it. We pulled it around. Good game. Excellent. You can see the deck gets very nasty very quick. You can imagine if we also had a Knight's Charge out there. Super fun deck. Opponent is Barasu. Okay. Got a 4-lander here. I got some scry action. I've got a Knight of the Ebon Legion. We're gonna keep this. Go ahead and play out a swamp. Next turn, nice. Legion. Playing green-white. Alright, on where else? Full ramp action. Alright, change of plans. Now we play Legion Lieutenant. Next turn will be Soren. And probably Vana. Opponent on Abzan. Okay. Well, I changed my plan.
Defeating you will not
Vana
not
on the board.
House Marco grows stronger.
See if he wants to trade. And now the opponent has some issues. Could see a cast down here. Opponent has 3 available mana. We could see a Mortify. Game. On to the next one. Alright, opening hand, I've got a Paladin of Atonement. This could work, we'll keep this. I'll lead off with the Swamp, just in case we draw Knight of the Ebon Legion next turn. I'm playing Rule. Go ahead and start off with Paladin. Not live very long, but that's fine.
To stand down now.
What's the right move here? Put a counter. Just put a counter here. Plus.
I bestow a mighty curse.
guess we go in. I would have put a vampire into my hand, but I mean, he could pick off the paladin very easily. Can also kill this Soren very easily with the trample. I believe this is the deck where you just keep casting, what is it, Collision Colossus over and over from your graveyard, and also Domri's Ambush, Legion, and Angel. Yeah.
I cannot
He's
be
still
killed.
alive, that's good. I think we get the Heliod as soon as possible, and I think plus.
Blood calls to your soul.
Count out again. Next turn will be Sanctum Seeker, so we can start going off with Heliod. Nahiri Stone Blades. What is that? 2-0. Okay. Interesting. And he goes face. Just gonna say, wow. Alright. I would love to play Legion Lieutenant and Sanctum Seeker, but we can't do that. Adventurous Impulse. We might actually win this one. We might actually do it. Opponent Demi-Dude. Could see a Samut Sprint or Infuriate. Also could see God's Willing here. A lot of options with the 1-drop. Strike. Okay, I don't think that's enough to kill me though. Opponent going in. Yeah, I was gonna say you better think about that. Yeah, I think I'm good, man. I'm not 100% sure what the opponent's trying to do here. Okay. I don't need any more land. I'm gonna bottom that. I go Legion Lieutenant here. Give some action. Also gonna give this guy lifelink. And now I start stacking up the Legion. Opponent, yeah. Good game. Alright, so we'll see the real Ebon Legion putting in the work here. So opponent leaps. Okay. Got a 3-lander here. Knight's Charge. Legion Lieutenant. I mean, yeah. Worked out nicely here. be a Field of the Dead deck. Next turn will be Knight's Charge, of course, unless we draw something that costs less. Go over to Mighty. Alright. Well, what's the move here? I'm gonna play a Paladin. And do I attack? No sense in attacking right now. He can just block with a Boreal Razor. If I had played Knight's Charge, that might be a little different. So we're playing Enchantments and Dinosaurs. Golgari, Enchantment, Dinosaurs. We'll play the Plains, I guess, here. Let's set ourselves up. Drop that. Wait. Now I wonder, I forget how this works. If Olenda's, whatever her current world is this do. Alright, that works for me. Okay. Well, I think I dropped this Champion of Dusk. That's nice. Love a Heliod. Love a Heliod. And a Grey Merchant. Takes it down, 3-1. Check out our progress so far. This current deck, maybe. This current deck. .75% win rate, 3 wins, 1 loss so far. Happy with that. So we shall continue. I'm debating whether I should be adding a few flyers. Picking Bloodthirsty Aerialist. We'll drop out of the night, all nights theme. But I feel like it's good enough if I just trim maybe one or two night vampires here and there to kind of get some flyers in there. Maybe possibly cutting a Paladin of Atonement or 2. Okay, so we have a 2-lander. I have 2 2-drops, 3. Yeah, I mean, I think our 24 lands in this deck. I've got about 40-ish% chance, maybe 41, something like that. We'll keep this. I think I lead, yeah. I'm gonna lead off with the Paladin here. We could see some spiciness this game for sure. Put it on Golgari. Okay. Stork, maybe some type of graveyard land synergy. Get Grog Monster and there was another one. Okay, never mind. He's playing Sultai. We pick up an Olinda. What's the move here? Of course, I bring my Temple. Champion of Dust for 3. That's nice, but I really would like to draw. Well, we have a next turn play. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I've got enough action in my hand. I'm going to put that on the bottom. And we'll go in here. Hopefully, we draw a land next turn. I'm playing Beanstalk Giant. I don't have any idea what's going on right now. Okay, so we pick up a knight. I don't think he's gonna block, so I'm gonna play the Knight of Ebon here. And we go in with these 4. Next turn, charge, most definitely. Unless we draw land, that could change things. Opponent's 4 colors. So what is this? Field of the Dead? Field of the Dead with like Yurok, the Desecrated. Opponent has 4 lands available. 1 swamp. Could see a good. Well, passes the turn. Well, I think I play Knight's Charge here, and we just go in. Yeah. I love a Heliod. Opponent blocking. Does he have a pump spell? Looks like it. Land, put it on the back. Shuffle your library. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's going on here. I mean, there's a lot of land graveyards. Okay, this guy's playing all colors. All right, man. Yeah, pretty good. Unfortunately, unless you do something. Well, now he could have. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Zombie. Okay. Okay. Well. I think. Yeah, I think I just go in. I think I go in with just the Knight. Yeah. Just gonna go in with him. Pump him up. Let's see if he wants to trade. I think I want to take out the Beanstalk. Let's see what else he's got. So I got a whole hand of goodies back there. Maybe the opponent has a Hydroid Crisis or something, I'm not sure. District Guide. Okay. Well, like I said, I need my Heliod, man. I need my Heliod. Heliod. Another Knight's Charge, that's nice. So here I play Paladin, and I play Legion, and we don't go in. Going off the Field of the Dead. There he is. Alright. Excellent. Let's see what he likes that. Wait one more turn, and then we're going in with everything. I'll be playing an additional... Do I play Knight's Charge, or do... I guess it's the same thing, right? Yeah, this is just a body. A Knight's Charge body. Okay. He's going in with... Yeah, I don't think that was a good idea. Oh, that was awesome. And there's Forerunners, yeah. That's nice. Okay. Four takes 4 damage. 8 damage. Let's just try this out. What do I want here? I want to you and you. So now he's forced to double block and double block and double block and double block. We're going to be gaining a lot of life. We do have a decent amount of life. At this point, I'm just trying to +1 and sacrifice a vampire. Hoping the opponent doesn't have a way to gain any life, because he can't kill me with what he's got on board. What the fuck kind of deck is this? Alright. Well, I think we need flyers. Do some adjustments here. Still digging it. never have fun when I lose, right? Alright. So, let's take a look at the deck. Let's see. So, this one is he's just too good. Paladin of Atonement, I feel like we could do some cutting. Room for adjustment here, is there? If I take, I don't want to take knight. I don't want to take him. He buffs everybody. I really don't want to move anything here. Let's go ahead and play one more. One more. Alright, opening hand, I've got a Knight's Charge, which is nice. Paladin of Atonement, Sanctum Seeker. Let's do this. Mind losing Paladin early. We want to get removal out of the person's hand. Oh, that's always nice. Play a Knight's Charge here. Okay, no attacks. Architector. Like the name, like the name. Opponent. Opponent's still thinking. Pick up a Godless Shrine. So we're going to play this. Do I? I think I showed him something here. Still not going to attack. Just need a Heliod.
My allies are counting on me.
Helm of the Host. No. Sorcerer's Wand. Oh, this is the vampire deck that, you can do infinite damage. It's center tapped. Let's go ahead and do this. Take down.
You taste my blade. This will not be good. Time for a drink.
So the combo is Sorcerer's Wand with like Famished Paladin, and I don't remember the other part of the combo. But yeah, it's basically just consistently loop damage.
My grief fuels my mission.
Shadow Spear. Oh, that's it. You equip Shadow Spear to Famished Paladin. He gets lifelink. Sorcerer's Wand. It's a never-ending second. Repeating. Alright, opponent drops a mana. That's... play the Champion of Dusk here.
The weak feed the strong.
I think no attacks here. We might have a chance if the opponent doesn't kill us this turn. I believe Famished Paladin is 3... There it is. And Shadow Spear. I don't think he can equip though, so we have one more turn. So here I think I play Sorin.
Defeating you will not bring me pleasure.
And then we
No pain.
minus.
Watch your temper.
Put a lens.
Welcome to the
Yes.
family. I abhor.
And we also here. Yeah. This takes the opponent down out of Vana range. I don't know why he's looking at those. Here, so we gain some more life. So maybe we just take out Knight's Charge altogether. I mean the double.
I've seen this trick.
Well, we got janked out there. Just the idea to bring back all those knights is fantastic. Champion of Dusk is essential, right? I think I dropped one Sorin here, right? Two Alenda's perfect, Sanctum Seeker's perfect. We drop one Knight's Charge. One Paladin. Two Paladins. And I really, really like, that gives me 4. What's more important, a Danto Vanguard or Bloodthirsty Aerialist? So 2, 3 creature. So there's a Danto. Yeah, I want to keep the I want to keep that synergy. How good is the +1/+1? let's do it like this. Let's do 3, 3. Okay, we'll do 1, 2, 3. Look at this, and then bloodthirsty aerialist, and we don't have to cut any lands. Perfect. Bloodthirsty, bloodthirsty. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay. So this makes our Knight's Charge a little less valuable, but as far as just stomping face, I feel like I want another Swan, you know? Let's do one more Sorin, and let's cut one plane. Alright. Okay. Let's try this out. Let's see how this does. Alright, Never Punished. You got a 3-lander here. I've got an Adanto Vanguard. I've got a Knight's Charge with no Knights. We're still going to beat this hand. I'm going to lead off with the Godless Shrine. Okay, still leading off with the Godless Shrine. Plays a Fabled Passage. Second Fabled Passage. Green white. Here I play Isolated Chapel, and I'm going to go ahead and get out the Adanto Vanguard. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you draw a card, okay? So Adanto might not help us here if we're facing Enchantment Prison. Okay. Knight's Charge doesn't really make a lot of sense here, because I have no Knights. One Knight. So I think the play is Bloodthirsty Aerialist. And we go in and smack him. See if he wants to trade. Nope. Next turn, I think Sanctum Seeker? Yeah. Gift. So double card draw. And now he is flying. Okay. Maybe it's a Tessin training. Give him some trample. What a world. That's gonna help. Okay, we might be okay here. So I'm gonna go ahead and play out the planes. And I think the move here is Sanctum. Yes. Go in, smack him. Open up Bloodthirsty. See if he wants to trade my Adanto. Still taking it. Alright. I'm wondering... Danitha. Well, I don't think that's gonna help you now because. So I have a possibility of 5 lands, which means we can do Knight's Charge and Legion Lieutenant. Yeah, I'm gonna pay 2. We'll do, looks like a more of an equipment heavy or aura heavy deck, so I wonder, We're getting value anyways from Bloodthirsty Aerialist, so I think this is the right move before my opponent gets too far ahead. This is beautiful. Next. Now I attack with this you and you. Please block. Please block the Adante with Danitha. Yes, please. I will absolutely give him indestructible for that. And I think the opponent's dead. Yeah, I guess that's a good balance. I'd like to see how many knights I have in the deck now. I mean, I still think it's very viable to have the Knight's Charge stacked with. See, let's say for instance, if I play Knight's Charge on my next turn, I'm attacking with 2 knights. Heliod Man though, Heliod would just. All right, well that's not enough. I think the opponent might have gotten screwed there, but. Alright, I'm just gonna hop back into the deck builder real quick to just give you a final look. And I want to count my knights. Okay. So we have 18 knights, so that's still I think very viable. Perfect. All right, well, once again I hope you really enjoyed today, and if you did, please like and subscribe. It's free and helps me out so much, helps the channel out. I might be tweaking this some more and playing it one more time before the historic rank queue goes out, but hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.